So apparently the USA is broke.
What's going on today?
I think we might be out of food money.
Food money?
Yeah, so there's this program called SNAP, and you guys probably heard about it. We've been talking about it. And the government just put on their website that the well has run dry.
Oh, so no money basically.
Yeah, well, that's where it gets complicated. So it's more the government is shut down, and there is emergency money, but Trump and his buddies don't want to use it.
And even if they use it, I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, so I've heard we've got $6 billion emergency money, but it's like $8 billion a month to, fund this thing. And so like theoretically you could do it, and if you did, it would be just to the red states, I bet, because that's how Trump thinks.
Just so you know the scope and the scale of this, those are Minnesota tax dollars that went to the federal government. Again, one of a handful of states that pays more in than we get back. I want to be very clear. USDA, during this shutdown, has contingency funds that they could release just like us. They are choosing not to. They are choosing not to. And I can paint any damn picture you want for you. They're paying contractors to tear down the East Wing, but they're not putting money into the food bank that they're setting on. So if there's a sense of frustration in America, it's very real. And usually we start to do these things as we get nearer to Thanksgiving and we start to bring it to attention. We don't need a holiday to tell you that food insecurity is real, that the system that we've developed keeps people out of poverty, keeps them out of hunger, improves their quality of life, improves their health, and lets them participate in our society. And when this risk comes, it puts a lot of children, a lot of seniors, and a lot of folks with disabilities at risk by a choice.
And so the question is, if the government remains shut down and there's no deal, and November 1st comes, how are people going to respond when like their food cards don't work? So,
yeah.
What's your first reaction?
Did it happen before?
No, it hasn't.
Really? This is first time?
Yeah, this has never happened. And I even checked if something like this has happened in other countries. So nothing to this scale. Remember, U.S. is a big country, right? And it's just nothing to this scale. This would be a first in history, this kind of situation. And so this is the question, like, because we've never seen it happen. Like, what are people going to do first, you think?
I don't know. It's the most recent crazy stuff was the COVID era.
Yeah.
People locked down, they can go to work, they fired. So there was more crime, right? People breaking the, like store, even the department store. Yeah,
so that was your first reaction, because we Agent and I had talked about this before, that maybe crime will go up, which is not a crazy guess, right? I think there's a very real possibility of that. In terms of like just food in general, so people can go to like a church, we call it a food bank, some sort of volunteer service kind of thing. But there is a problem.
Even that, they don't have unlimited food.
Right.
They have their budget too.
How long is this sustainable?
Wow. It's not. It won't be from the first day. For every meal that a food bank provides, the SNAP program provides 9. There's no way we can meet that gap. There's no way we can replace every single one of those meals. It is not sustainable for food banks to fill this gap. We were not built to do this. We will stand out there and we will do our very best.
And these places are also really busy these days because federal workers, right, government workers are struggling, and military families are struggling.
That's crazy. The
whole thing is great. Like for all of us, watching this, be it in the USA or outside the USA, like none of it really makes sense, because the Trump always likes to brag like how rich we are, but like
going to be putting auto plants all over the United States to the tune of over $10 billion. So that's Toyota. So go out and buy a Toyota. And that's a lot to do with, because right now we have all the AI plants, we have so many things happening in the United States, and it's because of November 5th, Election Day, but it's also because of tariffs. The tariffs have been so good. We're taking in trillions and trillions of dollars. I heard them before I came up. I heard you're all on television now. They're talking to all the networks, everybody's covering it. Look at these characters back. Look at all of them.
Yeah, and he's now traveling to Asia, right? He's getting the gold gift, and he's happy, and he's party with his gang members.
Yeah, so they're in Japan right now, and they're having just really nice parties. I told Yates before, I think the whole gang is there. I saw Karen Levitt, I saw Scott Bessent, I even saw one of Trump's Fed picks, which is usually that kind of person wouldn't come.
No.
And that person's supposed to be like a temporary person, but I mean, and then there's a Stephen Miller guy, which is kind of the Nazi guy. Like everyone you could think of, Haig's supposed to come, Rubio, and the list goes on. But I'll tell you who's not coming.
Who's not coming?
So the ICE people, they're having a shakeup over there.
Oh.
It was just announced. So if you guys don't know, there are 25 offices with ICE, and I guess 12 of the leaders, about half, are getting changed.
Why?
So at least according to them, I don't know if it's Trump or who, it could be Noam, but they're frustrated there's not enough arrests. So they want to do 3,000 a day, and they're getting more like 1,000 a day, and then the most they would do is like 2,000 a day. So they want to do like 1 million a year, 1 million arrests a year.
See.
So they're well short of that. So just put this together. Trump's plan, their plan, we need to arrest more people, change leadership, just get more people, get more arrests, right? And cut off food. Like, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. Nothing makes sense. Even
Right.
if, I don't know, I don't know.
But that's where, your first reaction was crime's going to go up, right? I mean, I don't think that's hard to see. Okay. The other issue could be, let's say for example, crime doesn't go up, okay? People could get really pissed at their local politician, get on the phone and put pressure and say, reopen the government, right? So at the moment, both parties are basically taking a gamble of if we stay shut down, who's going to get more blame?
Now, who's getting more blame?
The Republicans are. Every poll, Trump and the Republicans, they have the majority. They have the majority in the House, the Senate, and the White House. So people keep saying you have control. Why are you messing with us? What's that?
But do they even care?
Yeah. So this was an interesting one. So people haven't actually talked about it. So the Republicans all went home in the House, and then the Democrats stayed in D.C. So what do you think the Republicans are doing when they went home? No, seriously, what do you think they're doing?
I don't know. Just watch Fox News.
Okay. Yes, they're probably doing that.
Yeah.
They're actually fundraising.
Oh.
So they were building up. We call it a war chest, but they were basically raising money for the upcoming election. I saw a few articles on that. I didn't mention it before on the channel. I'm just mentioning it now because there's so much stuff to talk about. But yeah, they're fundraising. So evidently, from their point of view, hey, I'm going to go back to my home district. So when you say your home state or whatever, and start raising money for the next election. It's I don't know. I personally think it's a risky bet for them because your people are going to literally starve this weekend. So we're going to be going into week 6 of the shutdown. It's been 5 weeks already.
Yeah, but I don't know. Those kind of people, they can turn.
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah,
that's the question.
It's my opinion. It's kind of a religion. If you believe one party, they just believe no matter what.
But when you use the word turn, my first thought was like a vampire or a zombie.
It's your feet turn, red to blue, blue to red, right?
Can you turn it back into a regular human being, right? The vampire. Same time, what's going on is one of our biggest companies, Amazon.
Oh yeah.
The largest layoff in history for them. They're saying 30,000 jobs. It leaked. It hasn't been announced, but when it comes out, that means it's hard to keep that quiet, right? Because the way it would go, the top would start telling people you got to lay off and then pick out, 1 out of 5 people on your team and one's got to go. You got to do that. So it's going to get really ugly because this is what we're talking about is, it's not just Amazon. There's multiple companies actually.
Sure.
And then people getting laid off. They're cutting food benefits. This is just not going to end well. And so then Trump's plan is to go to Asia, go to Japan or in Korea, these kind of places. And what does he want from Korea, basically?
Cash.
Right, that's the plan.
And gold gift, cash.
Yeah, and so in Korea, we're thinking about giving them what?
350.
You said that we're going to give him like a crown or something.
Oh, yeah. We are talking about, it's not decided. Yeah, talking about his giving him a gold crown, like the historical crown.
I thought they were going to do the gold necklace, but now we changed it to crown, I guess.
Maybe he saw the picture. Oh, that looks pretty cool. He said that probably.
No idea.
No idea.
He was on the plane, though, saying that he was against the arrest of the Koreans, which is kind of weird.
What?
No, but you know how I feel. I was very much opposed. Look, when they come in and they're making very complex machinery, equipment, things, they're going to have to bring some people in, at least at the initial phase. In that case, it was batteries. Batteries are very complex, and they're actually very dangerous to make. So we've got an understanding. When they come into our country, we have a lot of factories being built by foreign interests. When they come in, some of these factories make very, very complex, very highly sophisticated equipment. They've got to bring people in with them for a period of time. They'll teach our people how to do it. But even for a fairly long period of time, they're going to need expertise to be successful.
So that's Trump's plan. So is it going to work?
Of course not.
Why not?
Because, you guys arrest us without any illegal reason. So who wants to go back?
Yeah, no one. So that is the plan. Ask Koreans for money because I guess America's broke. And then America doesn't have jobs. So I guess you're going to go to Korea, Japan, or wherever.
And please give us cash, invest us, and bring people into USA and teach the American.
Right. But remember, America's the richest place in the whole world.
And you guys the best, right?
Yeah, number one. So it's really bizarre, and I don't know if the Americans have figured out like how it makes them look. I don't know if they figured it out. Maybe they haven't. And I'm just curious if you guys listening, just like put the pieces together, guys.
Regular people, I think, when you see this kind of video, Trump is, try to help us.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
I don't know. That's the question. That's why I'm asking you guys. Like, because like if you're like a MAGA sitting at home, do you think like the Koreans coming to teach you? Do you think I don't need the Koreans? I just need your money and I can build the batteries myself? Is that the plan? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
They try to do it. They tried.
Yeah.
They kick out all the Koreans. They probably try to steal.
Oh, just steal the money and like.
Steal the money and facility, but turns out, we can't. Then bring the Korean again.
Maybe what happened is like after they kick one out, they like sneak into the office and they're like, oh my God, everything's in Korean and I don't speak Korean. We better bring him back. That's probably exactly what's going on. And then they're like, you know what? We need to reorganize the ICE thing and like, next time arrest everyone else, but keep the Koreans or something stupid. I don't know. But that's how wacky our whole system is. And that's why I wanted to just point out that, very clear problem with your plan, right? You can't disrespect other people, other countries, other companies and like expect that kind of, positive result. You can't disrespect people. You can try to disrespect people, but
someone who's trying to help you and not just help, just co-work with you. Yeah.
So that was the Korean standpoint was we're literally here to like help you. We're here to give you a job, and so like it's in your interest to fix your problems. But I don't know. They want to. That's why I mentioned the arrest thing. They want to up arrest in USA, and it just makes it really nervous. Not just for people who aren't American, people who even are American.
Sure.
It's been a big problem in New York City. There's a representative account recently that said there's like 3 arrests of Americans, and then they went down to the ICE office, like the politicians like get them out, and they just let them go because you don't really want to hold people like that, and then that kind of shows like how ridiculous this whole thing is. But the problem is in USA right now is it's just all for entertainment. That's what Trump's whole goal is. And I guess people like, and you mentioned like people like to watch other people suffer or watch people get arrested, but that doesn't give you a job.
And food.
Yeah. So my personal opinion on this stuff, I just don't think it's sustainable. I think this is eventually people, and I can't guarantee the MAGA people if they're going to turn like, because maybe if they're already a zombie or vampire, they're going to go back to human. But the majority won't be like that. They're you know, you want food on the table. So that's my opinion. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens this weekend. Again, November 1st is the big day when the money runs out. And we'll catch you on the next video. So bye.